Hello, viewers. Once more, this is your favorite program, the weekly life-changing series with the Reverend Kenneth Yuyu. Today, I want to give a message of hope and encouragement to somebody who could be going through a difficult situation in their life and at the same time blaming themselves, thinking that their ordeal is as a result of their own making. This could be because you made a wrong choice. You could have dropped out of school due to drug abuse, due to alcoholism, due to early pregnancy, or any other thing. You could have walked out of your marriage, resigned because things were not going well, and right now you are blaming yourself. I want to tell you there is hope for you. You can bounce back. I want us to borrow a leaf from a tennis ball, in that however how high it falls to the ground, it will eventually bounce back. And you can bounce back as well. Reading from the book of Luke, chapter 15, verse 11 downwards, a story is told of a young man who was raised up in a good family whereby he was enjoying everything. But one day he chose to take all that belonged to him and squandered everything in a worldly living. He eventually found himself in need. But this was not the end of everything. I want to tell you that you can also bounce back. How do we bounce back? Number one, let your inner self define you. When this young man found himself in need, he went and hired himself to somebody who engaged him in feeding his pigs. Remember, the place was dirty, smelly, and he could not even get his daily bread. He could have easily defined himself as a chokora and moved from house to house or went to the streets. But he looked at himself and he realized that he is a son and not a chokora. And this was the first step of him bouncing back. Number two, do a self-audit of your life. Do an audit of yourself. This will help you know what needs to be addressed and the necessary steps of fixing it. Many a times we usually run to people to give us advice and help us, but this may not work if indeed you have not done an audit of yourself, because doing an audit of yourself helps you to know your strengths and your weaknesses and your fears versus your positive energy. And this also helps us to bounce back. Number three, face the reality. We live in an era whereby people believe in faking it until they make it. But when you are down, faking it will just worsen the situation. Face the reality. This helps us to do away with the past, helps us not to settle on the current situation, and opens our eyes to see our future. Number four, don't mind what people will say. People will always talk. And remember, this is all about you, it's not about them. And so if you value yourself, then never mind of what people will say. It is your life. Last but not least is we have a Father in heaven who is always willing to receive us back or take us through the process. Anytime when we run to God, He's always there to receive us back and take us through the process. And so today, I want to encourage you that as you purpose to bounce back, remember that you should allow your inner self to define you. You need to do an audit of your own life. You need to face the reality, and you need to ignore what people will say, and finally choose to run to our God, who is able of seeing us through. May God bless you and do you good. If this message has been a blessing to you, kindly like, comment, share, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and God will bless you. May God do you good. Till we meet again, amen, shalom, shalom, and thank you.